No, she was once said to have a 23-inch waist and admits to eating little more than grilled fish and steamed vegetables for dinner. But after years of being one of the most well-known faces promoting the skinny beauty ideal, Victoria Beckham has changed her tune, declaring being thin to be an old-fashioned attitude and that women today want to look healthy and curvy. So, a bit of a handbrake turn from Victoria Beckham. Brenda, what do you think?
Well, I'm somebody who has always embraced my curves, my body, my shape and everything. I think it's quite funny how, you know, some would say she's coming out with a fashion line now that's including some shapewear, so let's be a bit more inclusive. I think we should always be inclusive of women's bodies from the start. You know, things that stick out for me with a similar reference are people like Adele, you know, where she looks great now, that she's lost some weight, but I thought she looked great when she first came out. And it's, you know, it's about that message that it's sending.
Just even when you're saying that, it makes me think, the language we use, curvy, what does that mean? Plus size, what does that mean? I mean, we put all of these labels on, and how do you actually define that? Because actually, you just want to be what you are, don't you?
I just want to be a woman. I just want to be a woman and what that comes with. But it's interesting that a lot of reading the background, a lot of what she keeps saying is, you know, she's talking about her bum. They want some boobs and bum. I want my bum to look right. And as good as a bottom as I can get. It's like, why is there so much emphasis on a bottom now as well? It's gone crazy.
I'm not sure it's progress, is it?
Well, body shaming is body shaming, whether it's skinny, whether it's fat, whether it's curvy, whatever you want to call it. If you're calling somebody out for how they look and criticising it, you know, you're shaming them. I think you see a better representation now, particularly on social media. I think Gen Z are more comfortable with their bodies. They'll wear what they want, when they want, which I think is a positive thing. And I think what Victoria's referencing is in the 90s, there definitely was, I think they called it heroin chic, where people were really skinny, they actually had, you know, dark circles under their eyes. And now we see this more Kardashian-type body. But it's still demonising a body, and it's still a struggle to get to that body type. And if you're not there, then you kind of feel less than. And I still think what we're calling curvy is still really unrealistic proportions. Yeah. You know, the bum and the boobs,
they're calling size
tiny
10
waist.
or 12 a curvy. That's not
so it's still a struggle to get there for people. So
I mean, I sympathise with her to a certain extent in that I think I am a product of the culture that she is talking about, because my brain absolutely 100% agrees. You know, we need to have inclusivity, we need to see a diverse range of bodies. But I was brought up for most of my adult life with thin is good. And it's seeped into my bones. You know, I've got to be honest about that, you know, and I would love to say, no, yeah, I'll be much personally more relaxed.
But you're still not relaxed. Do you still criticise yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I really have to be careful, I'm not saying this for anybody else, but for me, I probably still think skinny is good for me. And I don't think that's a good thing that I think that, but I've got to be honest. And I think a lot of what we talk about, we say the right thing, but we don't necessarily feel it.
In my opinion, I think the worst people for criticising sizes in women are women. I really do. I mean, we sit here and go, you know, we should embrace, you know, the size plus size or the curvy size, but it's all women. We're the ones that criticise.
Yeah, because we want approval. And unfortunately, in the society that we live in, we get approval if we have a nice body, whatever that happens to be. In 1990, it was a certain body. In 2022, it might be a different body. But we're still looking for approval, aren't we?
Yeah, it has always been that way. There's
so much pressure, though, from the industry from all sides. I mean, when you look at Jessie Nelson when she was with Little Mix, and even our own Kelly, you know, has spoken about things where she's been told you've got to lose weight specifically so that you can fit in, and how that must feel when you've got your other band members who are a certain size and so you feel that you stick out. For myself, growing up in my culture, you know, there were songs that were out there like Coca-Cola bottle shape and apple bottom jeans.
Yeah.
You know, I've just always been around women that just celebrate their bodies and their shapes, how it is. This is me.
So you've absorbed that? I mean,
yes.
So, Katie, what have you absorbed then? I mean, because you're very slim.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been a similar size. I mean, I've gone up and down come through illnesses or through pregnancy, but nothing massively significant. And I think for me, you know, I make an effort to exercise. It's good for my mental health, it's good for my physical health.
To stay thin?
It's not to say thin. I mean, I'm very muscly. You know, I've got muscly stomach. I can lift over 60 kg weights. I can squat, I can deadlift, I can run half a marathon. I couldn't do that being skinny. You know, for me, it's about health and, like, everything I've been through with my body, I want to respect it and live long. But actually, for some people, emotional eating is a crutch. It's an addiction, like alcohol, like drugs. And people don't overeat through hunger. You know, people are ill and they need help. And sugar is more addictive than any illegal drugs. So it's really complicated, and it's really hard to put this one thing on, well, I'm thin and it's easy and that suits me.
Yeah,
you know,
I think that's really, you know...
Where are you at, then? Because you go up and down and...
All right,
No, I don't mean that.
She's
Actually, sorry,
calling us
no,
all
I
out
didn't mean that. I didn't mean... I meant emotionally.
No, I have.
Is what I meant.
I really have. I mean, if you look back over the years of this show, there's such a difference. Every season there's, like, a different me. I'm at a really good place in my life because I decided... I've done every diet, as you know, under the sun. I've been fat, been thin, I've been this shape and that shape. I've done everything. And I always ended up being back to where I was at the beginning. But since I've just changed my eating habits and it's been about health, which happened in lockdown, I've dropped a lot of weight and it's maintained it. And I don't ever now count calories, stand on a weighing scale.
Yeah.
It's all about how I feel. And at the moment, I feel
that's
great.
good
And
balance.
it's probably the most successful, and it's not a diet, it's just the most successful way of eating that I've ever done.
And does it make you feel better about how you look? Not just how you feel, but how you look?
Yes. Yeah, it does. It makes me... But I think as well because I feel healthier and because I'm eating better, you know, my hair's better or my skin's better or whatever, so I just feel better generally. But I still, you know, I'm still at a... You know, I'm not slim and I'm still at a size where it's... The only thing I liked about being when I got down to a size 10 was how much choice I had when I went shopping. I could go in and put anything on and it looked good. Whereas when you get over a certain size, it... You know, I didn't feel... Yeah, you're not catered for
and
as
we're back
much.
to the fashion industry. But thankfully, Victoria Beckham's going to change all that.